Hi, my name is Brett, and this is a Peaceful Respite show and tell video of Killer is Dead for the PC. I started playing this game this week when I bought it on sale. It was, I think, $3.99 on Steam, so it was really low price, and I wanted to check it out because it always looked interesting, but I never got the chance to play it. It originally came out in 2013 in the summer, I think August 2013, on PS3 and Xbox 360. And it's a game by Grasshopper Manufacture, which they're known for through games like No More Heroes, Lollipop Chainsaw is another game they did, Killer 7, just kind of a handful of really stylish action games. It seems like that's their really what they're most well known for. And this is another stylish action game. I'm going to jump into episode 5, which is the 5th chapter. The game is broken up into different episodes, and in this episode you go to a certain location, you fight a bunch of enemies, and as you fight the enemies, afterwards it's usually a boss fight. I think this game has a super cool look and feel to it, but I'm not loving the combat, and there's some other aspects to it where it's just not something I'm really enjoying, but I thought I'd show it off and share my thoughts as I play through this episode. So I haven't played through this episode yet. This will be my first time, so I don't know how it's gonna go. It could go pretty terribly. There's only one way to find out. So I can actually play right now. So right now you play as Mondo. He is an assassin. I can't show you any of my attack moves, but I'll show you those once I can. So I can't walk any faster than what's being shown right now. So something is up. I think this is the way I should go. So he's an assassin. You get these contracts to go and kill people. It definitely has this over-the-top vibe to it. Very adult themes where, yeah, it's pretty, I guess, some mature themes. It's pretty gory. It's also got some strange things going on. Which, I don't know. I don't know if it's done super well in this game. Right now, the Japanese voices are on. There's also English voice acting. Something I'm not going to show, but I will talk about is you might have seen it on the world map, there's this thing called Gigolo missions, which fill up the downtime when you're not doing the action missions. And it's this really creepy mini game where you stare at women and you like zoom the camera in on their different parts of their body, and it wants you to stare at their chests and like butt and things like that, and you get points based on it. It like fills up this meter, and then you present them with the present, and then like ostensibly they go and they sleep with the main character, and it's not very fun, and it's really makes me feel creepy, and I don't like that about it at all. It just feels like really out of place and not very. It's just not. Yeah, it's not a very interesting thing to me, and it's like you don't have a relationship with the characters. You don't even know who they are. It's just like these random people, and you're in a bar. So I don't love that aspect of this. There's not much I like about this game, if I'm being honest. I like the way it looks, but I don't like the way it plays, or the Gigolo missions, or I don't know, the story. It's not very interesting either. Not feeling super hot on this right now. This mission though is pretty interesting. It's kind of weird, weirdly different. I'm not sure why his eyes are red. He has a bionic arm, which you'll see in some of the scenes, and when he's walking around, Mondo does. And with that bionic arm, it kind of turns into a gun and you can shoot. It kind of goes into a third-person shooter mode, or it might even be first-person. We'll see when we test it out. And you kind of use that to shoot. But that is just not super great either.
これは俺の記憶。
So this whole flashback is new. There's not things in the game like this from before like this, so don't really know what's going on. I like the look though. The way things are shaded and like the colors of the models, really, I think it has this really awesome look. But the downside to it that I've noticed so far is that when I'm playing it, it's visually really harsh on my eyes. So it's hard to follow along with the action because of the look. So it's like, it's so committed to its stylish look that I find it difficult to play. Which, when style gets in the way of the gameplay, I think that's an issue. Also, I wish I could move faster right now. This is kind of driving me nuts. Okay. Like, this isn't, I don't know if this is experience right now, just like walking really slowly, and what's going on is supposed to be driving home some point or is involved in the story, but this is like an example of a game where it's like, it's trying to go for something, but it's just not hitting the mark, and it ends up feeling off, and it's just not very, what I would describe as fun. Although I like that unicorn. That is something I can get into. Nice blonde hair. You can skip cutscenes, so you press the start button to skip cutscenes, but we'll see where this goes. I haven't listened to the English voice acting, so I don't know how that turned out, but the Japanese voice acting seems pretty good. Okay. Hopefully there's actually some action in this mission, or else I picked a pretty bad mission. So far, all the episodes or missions before this one have been pretty much just jump right in and just combat. Oh no. Okay, here we go. So maybe this mission is just a boss fight. So here's the basic controls. I'm using an Xbox 360 controller. B button is dodge. You can hold it to block. X button is to slash with the Mondo's katana, and you can hold it and do a kind of charged up slash. Y is to guard break, so you can press Y and Mondo punches. Here's that arm gun I mentioned. I'm guessing this mission is just a boss fight? I don't know. What? Oh, wow. Weird. Went first person, which was kind of weird. This is really strange. But I feel like this does pretty good justice as to what the deal is with this game. So I'm in first-person mode of the enemy, and I'm moving Mondo to attack, but I can't have a really strange perspective. Huh, I guess I have to damage them enough to get out of that. This is a really interesting idea, but it's not... I don't know, I'm really feeling pretty down about this right now. Ah, not this again. So in the upper left, I have hearts, where my health is these gems, and when that runs out, you know, I'll die. And then I have certain items that can revive me a finite number of times. And those roses have to do with certain special attacks Mondo can do, and that's also what fuels his gun. So, like, am I not supposed to attack them? I am not sure what's going on. Yeah. Weird. I'm going to pick a different mission, because that was not very fun. It didn't do a good job of showing off the game. But yeah, like, I don't know what that was. It was just kind of a boss fight with some interesting approach. Another thing Mondo has, you can upgrade part of his different attacks. So like I have this attack where if I hold the X, does a spinning spiral attack, power stab, so like he lunges forward with the katana, and you can spend, you get these gems, and you can spend gems to upgrade. So it's pretty, some progression there, which is interesting. Sure, upgrade the bullet shot. Those people in the background are your kind of partners or your people that work with you on these missions. They usually like provide intel and send you out on the missions. Like I said, during that Gigolo mode, the kind of creepy mode, you can buy gifts, and you use those gifts to give them to the people, the women. But yeah, let's pick a different mission, and I'll give a better sense of what the combat is like. I think I'm gonna go with episode 2. So this is pretty early on in the game, and it'll give a good sense of what the combat is like. I'm gonna skip the cutscenes and just get right into it. When this game originally came out, I was doing some research, and I kind of slightly remember when it came out, I got very mixed reviews. I think that Gigolo mode, which I mentioned, was part of it. And I also just think, yeah, people weren't super hot on this game, which I can understand why. I think though, honestly though, for $4, it's an interesting, like when it's on sale on Steam, I think it's an interesting game to check out and play. I think it could be someone's, like, this could be something that someone's interested in, but for me it's just not something I love. So I'll show off a little bit of the combat. You fight these enemies, they're called wires. I'm not really sure why that is or what that means. So if you dodge at the right moment, it shows a X button prompt, and then you can do a like a flurry attack, which is cool. Mondo also has this other move where you pull the right trigger and he goes into this like time freezes, and it uses those blood roses to attack enemies. So yeah, like has this really cool style to the combat, but so far I haven't found it very deep, or like thinking about where action games have gone in the last decade, right? If you look at Devil May Cry 3 being one of the high points of kind of stylish action, and where things have gone since then, it feels like this game just hasn't kept up with those other games. So, right, you have Devil May Cry 3, which was super solid, and then you have pretty much every game that Platinum Games has worked on, like Bayonetta, Metal Gear Rising, even the latest Nier Automata. They totally nailed the stylish action, especially with swordplay, that I don't think this game nailed. It feels stiff and just like a little bit off in certain ways, but it may not, you know, this could have a totally different budget. I know it's totally different studio, but from when I played No More Heroes back in the day, which I think is more interesting than this game, it doesn't, and like Lollipop Chainsaw, it doesn't really feel like they've ever hit the nail on the head with it when it comes to the actual action in their games. So this guy is my target for this mission. We are going to fight him, and I'm actually gonna skip that. Yeah, so just kind of jumps you into this. Oh yeah, this isn't like a real boss fight, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's kind of a weird tutorial boss, but yeah, that's Killer is Dead. Stylish action game. I don't love it. I think that it's missing the mark on quite a few areas, and then the Gigolo mode, which I won't even show. The Mondo girls right here, I just won't even show. Yeah, it's not even interesting or worth showing. It's just strange. You can find another video of that online. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I can't really say whether or not you'll like this game, but if you saw what you like, then yeah, maybe give it a go. You can probably find it for a pretty good price on Steam or on sale for the other platforms it was released on. Thanks for watching.